Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back in the studio as you can see, and we're ready to just cook up. So let's get started. Not sure what kind of vibe that I want to go for today. Just going to be a classic cook up session where I just search for some samples, find a vibe, and put that NJH Beach sauce on it, you know what I'm saying? But in regards to my name, actually, I'm thinking about changing my name. So if you guys can come up with a cool name for me that you think would be awesome. Obviously, at the end of the day, I'm going to be the one who's choosing my name, but yeah, I think like as I'm evolving, I think that a name change is due. I think that the put your name here beats or such and such beats is kind of uncreative. Anyways, let's cook up. So I'm just going to make a simple drum loop so that I can base sort of like what the sample is going to sound like on a few drums. What do you guys start with? Do you guys start with the drums or sample first? It can go either way, you know, for me, depending on the vibe, but usually I start with drums first for boom bap. What I usually do is I just put in something that kind of sounds cool. It doesn't have to be like the exact sound, even I can change the sound later, you know, the kick or the snare or the hat or whatever. Put a few basic sounds in and get a basic loop going. Just that is basic enough to put a sample to, you know. Today I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to be working in Slice X or Serato sample. I guess we're going to have to figure it out along the way. Okay, so the sample that I pulled up today is The Makings of You by Curtis Mayfield. I've been jamming some Curtis Mayfield recently, going through the classics, and thought I'd sample some of his stuff and try and make a beat out of it. Something like that, probably change that around later. So what I like to do is I like to get at least four bar variations, just to give me something to choose from. So I'm just searching around for another one at the moment. Ooh, that sounds good. That's a bit off time, but that's okay, we can quantize that. Okay, cool, so it took a bit of work, but I finally came up with some variations that I can play with in the arrangement later. So what I'm going to do now is just going to record the Serato chops as audio clips of themselves, so that just because my computer's running a bit slowly at the moment, that'll make the project a bit lighter. And then what I'll do is make the drums a little bit more exciting, play with some arrangement, and I definitely need to EQ the sample because at the moment it's sounding super, like there's too much going on, so I need to cut down on some certain frequencies and we'll go from there. Alright, let's see how much EQing this bad boy needs. Now let's make the drums slightly more exciting. Alright, let's try and add a bass, I think. So I thought I'd use just a stock plug-in bass. I use it quite a lot actually, it sounds quite nice. And it's just the one in here, in packs, instruments, bass, classic 80. Drag it in, and then what I do is I go to zone here and I turn the attack up, because at the moment, as you can hear, it's got that like clang at the start of it. So turn the attack up to about, I usually go to about 60, and it takes off that harsh tone at the start. Okay, so I've just arranged it now. Just playing around with the drums and where they fit into different sections of the beat. That bit there between those bits could do with some sort of like drum breakdown kind of a thing. Just like that. Cool, so that's mostly done now. What I've done is I just quickly did a bass line for the verse bit, and it feels more full now. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I had lots of fun flipping this Curtis Mayfield sample. At first I thought, like, it's not going to work out. I have to pick another sample, but in the end I actually got something out of the sample that sounded quite good. So yeah, I'll play you out with the beat. Thanks so much for watching, and another thank you to all my new subscribers. We're almost at 100 subscribers, which means I can get my own URL for YouTube, which is cool. So thank you guys, and I'll play you out with the beat. Until next time.
Of you. Bye.